I wish I could fill the gaps in your heart that have felt like they'd kill you. I wish I could break off a piece of my heart and let it fill the gaps in yours.
Love and loss are two things you know the best.
Carved into your hands, lifelines loved and left longing.
They're intertwined to make up the blue of your heart.
You laugh the same way you cry, like no one's watching. I admire people like you who still find it in them to get out of bed in the morning.
To still smile for their sister regardless of the hurt they hide.
I admire how you bend silence to your will, how you know when to change commas into full stops.
Endings are
Always the hardest part, but you face them with grace.
You make it look more natural than nature. I envy the words that witness you.
I want to stay in the fragrance of your perfume and smell the essence of dignity. Learn how to write each chapter of my life with elegance, then change each comma into full stops.
Each word I write will fall in line with my heartbeat.
And create rhythms of silent beauty.
Silence.
I admire the way you hold silence. I admire you. I admire your strength. Floods beat against your shores, each beat pulling and pushing.
Returning and taking. You've had so much taken from you. You've known so much grief.
I wish I could fill the gaps in your heart that have felt like they'd kill you. I've seen you love like your life depended on it.
I've seen you lie about how much it pains you to be strong.
I've seen you let go of a broken heart and broken promises with a smile on your face. I admire that. I admire you. I admire people like you that don't cry over spilt milk and learn to clean it and smile instead. Letting them off the hook and helping them off the hook were always two things you were good at.
To give forgiveness, to empty apologies in spite of the ache in your heart. You plunge rays of sun where sun shouldn't shine.
Being knee-deep in regret, but being at eye level with forgiveness. The way you split yourself in two
and give flowers to the people who gave you poison, it's admirable.
I admire it. I admire you. I admire your spirit, the way you create beauty out of the ugly, how you create magic out of the mundane. Yours was crafted from pain and bliss,
defined by the way you've shared your experiences with the world,
open and bare,
a wide smile etched on your face.
Arms open, ready to embrace my darkest truths. I admire you. I admire the way you heal, Dad. The way you rip plasters off knowing that it hurts to see the healing of our ill. Carving the octaves out of your throat till it meets your tongue and make harmonies out of colonized lips. The way you loved your language in a cold climate. The way it ill fills the hunger in your stomach. You've picked bones clean with each vowel. E, O, E, A, U. You were 1,000 generations deep of lost culture, but still stood with 2 feet holding the mana of our tupuna. I admire your resilience. I admire you. I admire your passion,
Mum. With hands bleeding gold, you've created community out of strangers. Relearned forgotten tikanga and forgotten stories. Taking back our reo. You've ingraining the maramataka into our everyday routines. You've sewn te reo Māori back onto your tongue after it was ripped away before you even saw your mother's face.
As you let it flow in protest, I admire people like you.
I admire you.
I admire you.
I admire you.
You know what it means to lose and feel and fight and love. I think if I could break off a piece of my heart and let it fill the gaps in yours, I'd wait a little longer, 'cause your heart is the strongest I know.